Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Set, ready? 10 logo.
Here we go. Kill.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 50. Watch the ship. Hey.
Leo. Get it.
On first down, Swift. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run on first down. Haywood looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Ready, set.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, Foxtrot. We want it.
They'll set up a throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 20.
Ready? 50, plant.
Mike 5-4.
Get that quarterback. And go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
And the Lions first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the sled.
Hey, exit.
55, mark out, 55. Time to go, night.
Lead dribble.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was.
He's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down now, it's Haynes, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
On third down, Haynes. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the safety creep. Watch twist. Watch
out.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Throwing right, and that's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Stop your whining.
Second and 3. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. His pass caught at the 4. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Don't be scared of it.
2nd and 11. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Two stop.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Ready?
On first down, Swift. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Topper!
Hey, watch.
Hard!
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
1st down.
Ready.
55. You.
Snap.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Watch the shit.
Who draw quarters?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the 1st half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Tighten up. Quick the edge. Come. Check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Going for it all. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point safely through. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Yeah. Mike 55. Right there in the middle.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions were able to draw a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Hey, Alpha.
24 is the mic. Hey, let's get them hard. 24 is the mic. They can't hang with us. 24 is the mic.
Don't let him breathe. Gone. Play outside deep. Ready. Shoot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
60 outlaw.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Get it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check 31, check 31, check 99, check 99.
Hustle.
On first down, Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
46
Second and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, wahoo!
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
I'm trying to collect.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Squeeze.
Hey, pick your game up.
Snap.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner, it's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Second and 6. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Ready.
Check, right 54. Right 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Two draw Corker.
Check.
Big trip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holloway. And he's brought down. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
On the double.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I got you. Mike.
Get it.
Back to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, echo. Ready?
Second and 15. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
It's now
61, matchbox lights.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the curl. 36.
Hey, Delta.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball is finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. On first down, Swift showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Tighten up.
Now a give right side. Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They're scared.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead. More passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hit it.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Horton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
80 weapon.
They'll run on first down. Swift. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Check three, check.
Go out.
Check 24.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.